Welcome back to Salt Cravings,
Wow.
the show where we ban our viewers for
Never say personal information. We will ban you. No.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You say the city that you're
I
from,
think
banned.
I think they should not put the delete message button next to the ban user button, in my opinion.
I don't know, Claire. That kind of makes sense in most cases. Those are
It does make in
too
most
similar.
cases. They're very similar.
What would you rather have beside the block button?
I think I'd like just a little bit of space. I think I just want a little bit. They're very small buttons, and I will say that mostly it was because it was out of instinct. I don't think we've ever just deleted a message before, of someone who we weren't, wasn't a bot.
Also good at banding.
Yeah.
One
So
of the-
that's on me.
One of the worst things I've seen
but-
on certain social media is that they will hide the block button in the share menu, and I think that's
What?
evil. I think that shit's evil.
That's funny and bad.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm down. I should have
Anyways,
used my potion. I forgot I had the potion. Ah, man.
That's why I was like, why are you using the potion?
I forgot I had it.
It's a new game.
It's a new
New game, it's new life. I was trying to see if I could get the messages back. I can't. I have just decided that I'm keeping mod view open from now on instead of just having the chat. Because mod view will automatically put the filtered messages, which is what the bot messages go into. I just delete that, and then it's a completely different place. So I'm gonna untrain myself. So now, Fen, you can say whatever you can say your banking info. Don't do that. Don't send more things.
Try not to die.
Everyone say your banking information right now. It's gonna be so funny.
Do it. I'm not deleting that. You've been warned. I will post it now.
I'll post
Retweet.
it. I'll post it everywhere.
Is it called a retweet anymore? Is it a reacts?
I've generally been using repost for everything now.
Repost, sure. Repost the rock
I've
musical.
heard. So I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I don't know what it's called. I'm on Blue Sky now, where I don't
Which
know
is just
what
there too.
people have decided for some reason that I don't understand to call them reskeets.
I hate that.
I think because it's Blue Sky.
I hate that. That's bad.
Don't you think so? I think it's terrible.
That's bad.
I think that one of the interesting things about this game is your strategies has to be extremely different for single enemies versus groups of enemies. Single enemies, you just rush them down, and that's the best way to deal with them. Whereas groups of enemies, it's you really want to be, being careful and, rolling a lot. See?
I just want to confirm. Fen, you are back, right? Because I could see that it said that... I can see you're in the chat, but I just want to confirm for my own sanity. For my own... I
Peace
promise
of
I won't
mind.
ban you. Yeah, for my own peace of mind.
Did you message them?
Oh, yes. This is... apparently, it was funny. So that's my takeaway, was
Good.
it was funny. I do want to know what the experience was like, because I don't know what the experience of, being banned is, and I assume up until now,
Claire,
neither did...
Claire, I bet you could find out what it's like to be banned really easily. Not from Salt Cravings, but from just
right.
a
If
Twitch
I just
chat.
go into a chat and
Just be really belligerent and an asshole. Yeah, I bet you'd figure out really quick what it's like to get banned.
Oh, I was just gonna assume that I go into someone's chat and paste one of those those bot messages.
You know what would probably be the least effective way to get banned in a chat?
Being really nice.
No, going into a chat and saying, "Hey, can you ban me?"
Real
Because if
quick,
someone
can you
came
ban
into
me?
our
Just
chat
saying.
in which they'd never interacted before and said, "Hey, can you ban me?" I'd be like, "No, it's way funnier if we don't ban you." Unless, of course, they say something, you know, like they become an asshole, then I will ban them, you know?
Sure, yeah.
But, like, if they just
Right.
come in and say, "Hey, will you ban me?" I'll be like, "No."
I'd do it.
You do it?
Is that nice or mean? Is it nice or mean to ban
I don't know.
someone
Who's
who
the nice one?
an
Who's the mean one here? The ruins guard our people's stories, secrets buried deep within. To delve into our history's depth, seek the concealed switch. The path to knowledge shall be open. Found a switch. I don't think it's concealed, but I found a switch. Is this, what does this do? Oh, I see. That is the thing that I'm trying to open. I understand now. Jesus!
starting to? Oh,
Found a new enemy, Claire.
oh, it is a pirate game.
I mean, that makes sense. I do notably have a pistol in the intro image, which I haven't received yet. So I'm assuming eventually I will get that.
You will have long range too.
Okay. As soon as I get up here, yeah, they're all gonna, yeah, I figured. You just really have to, like, power down, boost down one of them. And while trying to avoid. It's fun. It's interesting. It's challenging. That's new. Oh, I don't like
Is
the
this a
way
new
that they
job?
move away from me as if they're, like, being strategic and making it hard for me.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like the way that they're making it harder for me. It makes it harder.
Makes it harder, yeah.
Oh, wow, they gave me another thing here? That's nice of them. Lots of check.
Hey,
Interesting they're not like I can't just warp back to Survivor's Camp from here.
yeah.
Interesting. They're not checkpoints in that way. Who's this person?
Greetings, traveler. Your sane mind is a rare jewel around these parts. 'Tis a relief to encounter another face in these ruins who doesn't thirst for my blood. I am May, humble seeker of the secrets of the past. These ruins whisper and I listen. A pleasure to cross paths with you, young pirate.
Hi, May. You're very nice. I like you. I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I don't know where to go. There's so many places I can go. So many directions. Let's go.
So you don't know where to go, as in you don't want to go in all the places. You just want to go.
I want to know where I'm not supposed to go, so I make sure to go there. You know, like I need to know what's the main path so I avoid it.
I think you gotta pick one. I always assume just like some of this again. If it is taking in,
damn, these guys. Okay, good to know.
you can't just brute force your way anymore.
Not with those ones, no.
Or with these ones, apparently.
No, you can. You have to get them in a particular rhythm,
Got it.
like that.
I do think there will be like branching options eventually. Maybe not, but I think you'll be able to do some areas out of like in.
That is the
different
vibe
order.
I'm starting to get. The fuck? Brute forcing works. Remember that. Sometimes. Not with these guys, though.
You are a pirate, so greed is expected.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
You should heal.
Oh, I can heal.
What do you think the statues are?
I think it's lore shit about how, you know, people are dying here or whatever. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of these. So I have been going down
Oh,
the main
nice.
path. I really should be going down the side paths. Interesting.
I think you're gonna get magic later, and I think that's gonna be a refill for the magic.
Probably. I think this guy's teaching me a lot of how to play. This particular
Wow.
enemy, very useful.
Ooh, new ability.
A new trinket or ability? Which is it? Yeah! Here we go.
Flintlock.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Sick. Is this gonna... Yeah, this refills it. That's what it does. It refills my gun. God, I do not have a lot of shots.
Rookie! By the stars, you're alive! I need your help to get out of this cage. Manfred went down that archway path. He was being chased by members of our crew, or what was left of them.
Alright.
Ooh. I like Beatrice.
Me too. Yeah, you would.
Say more.
Lesbian. Having to now integrate gun into my moves.
Yeah,
Into
you're
my
gonna have to
rhythms.
redo everything.
Yeah.
So, have you been keeping up with campaign 4 of Critical Role?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I only know what Ash tells me, and I don't know that Ash has been keeping up all that much. Yeah, we've mostly been continuing to go through campaign 2. What are your thoughts on campaign 4 as it continues on?
I think it's I'm enjoying it immensely.
Nice.
I honestly think I love Travis's reactions to everything.
Yeah.
He just seems like a big puppy.
That's nice.
Oh, you're gonna get a thing to break them.
For sure, yeah. Oh. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
I think you...
interesting.
I think your pathing might have gotten fucked up, my guy. I don't know how useful it is to even use the gun in combat. It's fast enough. You definitely don't want to charge it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here...
Definitely one way to do it.
It's fun that you can both reload, get the reload resource, and hit at the same time. I think that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Damn, what that door ever do to you?
Fucking doors. Yeah, Travis's character. What's Travis's character in Campaign 4?
Tayor.
What is the vibe?
Paladin Knight. Wolf. No. Lion folk.
Lion folk, yeah.
Who is very, like, kind of regal, but, like, a veteran of a war. But is sworn to, Sam's character, who is,
Quote unquote cleric.
nice, yeah, a little dipshit, who keeps ending up being actually saving the day with God shit at the last minute, which is very funny.
That is fun.
Yeah, who is Travis's character in Campaign 2 again? It's
That would be Ford.
right, Ford. Ford is a very different vibe than the Vox Machina and Campaign 4, which I feel like the Campaign 1 and 4 are closer than Campaign 2, based off of
That makes
only
sense.
what I have seen.
I do find, unfortunately, Grog in Campaign 1 kind of uninteresting. I am a little bit of a hater for... Not a hater necessarily. I'm a little bit of a hater for Travis characters. I think they get a
Yeah.
I think they get away with a lot by being the straight man, in a really particular way, that I don't find super compelling.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Thinking off of, like, I think I do.
Like, I think
Less
that...
so for Ford.
Sure, Ford actually, I think, more has this in the show than in the campaign. Ford in the show is extremely... Chester, don't be crazy. You know? And that's bothers me a little bit. He is a little bit... He does have that cowardly thing, which I think is good. I think it's good when men are cowardly. But he's very, like, voice of reason type. And I don't find it... I find it a little grating when, like, straight male characters... And I don't know if Ford is, like, straight, but he probably is. When, like, straight male characters are the voice of reason character. And, like, stuff validates that. It's one of... This is fully a pet peeve that is not the fault of, you know, Travis or Critical Role or people in general. It's just my particular thing where I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm bored of this type of thing.
I liked episode 6 of thoughts on Chetney from Campaign 3.
I have never watched Campaign 3. Everything I've ever seen about Chetney convinces me he's the most boring character I've ever seen in my life.
Damn.
I think
I
he's
know
the worst
nothing about Campaign 3. So
I'm sorry to say. Listen, this is fully me being a hater. I'm not saying this is all stuff that you should take as, like...
3 is saying, this is not your opinion, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I just find it's a tiresome bit to be...
That's fair.
The normal one who's also the straight guy, and it's just, like,
It's very
bothers
interesting.
me.
We've had very different experiences of Ford and Jester in the show.
That's fair. I think it's because it's very different in the campaign.
Because to me, I think Ford doesn't come off as the voice of reason. If anything, he's like... I mean, Meek is for sure.
Yeah,
I think he's like the scaredy cat who's just like, I don't want to do this. I don't think we should do this. It's
and
not
that's
that...
stuff that I like, because I think that's the most interesting thing to me about Ford's characterization. To me, the most interesting thing about Ford's story is the masculinity stuff, in which he feels like a coward, thinks he's supposed to be a man and a leader, and in the end has to come to the recognition that that is a dangerous path to walk, and that you have to, like, really be thinking through who you want to be and not just like what a man should be. And like
And I think
that's
we
like
got that in episode 6. Have you seen episode 6?
I have seen episode 6. I've not seen episode 7 yet.
I don't think 7 is out.
7
Oh,
came out
sorry. No,
yesterday.
I'm actually talking about 7. Sorry.
No,
Yes,
I've not
I mean
seen 7 yet. I've not seen 7 yet. I'm nearly dead.
Did you know that in 6, I only realized this the other day, actually it might have been today, Lou Wilson voices
Yep, I'm
one
aware.
episode.
I'm very aware of that because I know the reference they're making.
Oh.
That
Interesting.
Nidus is Lou's character from Calamity.
Oh, interesting. That's
Claire,
very fun.
you should watch Calamity.
I'll get there. I'm still going through the D20 campaigns.
That's fair. Calamity is 3 episodes of 4 hours each.
Oh, okay.
It has Abria, Lou, Luis from Campaign 4, I believe, is in Campaign 4. Her role. It's
Okay,
GM'd by Brennan. It's got Travis.
I'll get there.
Claire, you should watch Calamity. Claire, I swear to
I will. I promise you I will. I haven't seen the Matt Mercer season of D20 yet, but I think it's coming up. I'm almost done catching up to D20. I'm on
That's impressive.
Yes. I mean it's been like a year. When did Never Stop Blowing Up start coming out? I could look it up. Simpleton, or I don't know if you want your username connected to anything, Simpleton, but I can just look it up. Never Stop Blowing Up. When did that come out? June 2024. So that would be like a year and a bit. Is how long it's taken me. Because I started with Never Stop Blowing Up, and then I like went back to the beginning, jumped around a little bit, and then started going chronologically. Like I watched all of the what is it called? The Magic High? No, Fantasy High.
Yeah.
I watched all the Fantasy High seasons, and then I went back and did chronological. So
the reason that I think we're very adamant that you should watch Calamity is Calamity is super short. Like I said, it is 3 episodes of like 4 hours each, which is short for an actual play.
Yes, it is.
It is also, I think, one of the greatest actual plays of all time.
Wow. Okay.
Of all time. It is so good. It is like everyone is firing on all cylinders. They know exactly what sort of story they're telling. They're all in alignment about it, and they're all playing the worst people some of the worst people you've ever met in your life. Not the worst people, just like people who all very clearly are fucked because of who they are and their own actions. You gotta be really careful when
I
you use
will
that potion.
say, I can't tell. I mean, there's very different ways of being the best. I think the 7 is definitely in my top of the campaigns, which is a D20 season, which is just an excellent season. It is the hardest I have ever laughed, where I was washing dishes. I had to stop the water from running, and I was just bent over laughing in pain at a certain part for like 15 minutes.
Man,
so
that's great.
that tops my list. And then there's a sci-fi season in D20 that also
Ooh, pickables.
very funny and good.
Can I access? I feel like there's a menu. Oh, there's a menu. There, I found the menu.
Great. Ooh, level 0, so you're gonna be able to level it up, your weapon.
Yeah. Interesting. No, that's fair. I've not watched D20.
Would recommend.
Yeah.
Very fun.
It is quite an
I will
undertaking.
say, like, from what I've heard, because I've heard that campaign 4 of Critical Role is a lot more humorous than the other 3.
Sounds likely.
which is shocking to me because it's like very serious compared to some of the D20 seasons. Because like
I think that
Brennan's
yeah.
a comedian.
I think
Brennan
that
is
there's
like
definitely like probably a pretty big distinction there, yeah.
And so to me, it's like Brennan can. I think it's like how when we play games, I feel like we can switch between funny and serious very quickly.
I will say
Brennan
that's
doesn't
very
a lot.
common in Critical Role, especially Campaign 2
Okay.
is full of switching between serious and humorous.
Yeah.
Look at that money. Look at how that money comes in.
Wow, you have a lot of money now. You're gonna get a lot of upgrades. You haven't died yet in a while, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm on 1 health, so we'll get there. Don't worry.
Maybe you'll recover. You'll heal.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll be fine.
It feels like you haven't gotten a recovery thing in a while.
I thought that was a wall.
Or you could walk off an edge.
All right, back at it again. Man, I want to go spend my money.
Can you? Yeah, can you not teleport? I feel like there should be a way. No.
There's no way to teleport with these. Maybe a later thing? I don't know.
Huh. That was what happens if you interact with it?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Okay. Well,
All right, well now we're going for a
I'm
no-hit on this. Fuck, already failed.
Great timing. Right now I'm going through the D20 Regency season, which is very fun.
How is that?
Abria runs it.
Nice.
It is a court of Fae and Flower. It's a bunch of Fae.
Yeah, are they using Good Society, the Fae expansion?
No, well, wait, Fae expansion.
There's
I
a
know
spec-
of the system Good Society. Is they're using D&D, but is there like a
Why would they use D&D for that? This is the thing that I can't get past with most actual plays. I can't deal with them using D&D for everything.
Now they are using mechanics from Good Society, which I only vaguely know. I haven't played Good Society, but they have an epistolary phase
Yeah.
and they have a rumor phase.
So there is an entire expansion from Good Society that's based on the Fae and Magic, bringing the Fae and Magic into a Regency setting. That is like the whole thing of that expansion. So there's really no, you know, I don't know why you would. I guess
Maybe they don't know of it.
they clearly. I think they know of Good Society though. I don't know why you would use D&D for that.
I feel like when you have a large, because they have started experimenting with other systems, and like they've used other systems in the past. They get a lot of hate when they're not using D&D.
And I think that sucks, and that indicates something about your audience.
Yes, it does.
And
But also, I mean,
I think that that's
like-
a part of your audience you should not be acquiescing to. But I'm also
Yes, I
a
would
grump
agree.
about D&D. So, like, what can I do? You know? I also one of the things that I don't like about Critical Role is I don't understand why they're using D&D and not Daggerheart. The system
aren't they the people they made Daggerheart?
They made Daggerheart, and everyone was like, "Oh, is it gonna be D&D or Daggerheart?" And I was like, "It's obviously gonna be Daggerheart. Why would they play D&D? That would be insane. That would be one of the stupidest decisions they could ever make." And then they made that call for campaign 4.
Yeah,
they've
because
said-
they're selling Daggerheart a lot in the ads, which I usually skip.
Which is
but
like-
if I'm watching it.
But it's like, why then? So then why play D&D?
Yeah.
And I've heard them say that they didn't want to make everyone learn a new system.
Yeah, this is the thing. That's the same reason.
But I'm like, it doesn't take that long. You
Yeah.
have several.
But when you're
Okay, so here's from like a
think of
position
how many
of,
asides we have about rules, though.
the thing is,
Like when we're doing a new system, I feel like there's a lot of asides and like learning things, and like definitely like in the show when I'm GMing Keela and Amorbit for changing playbooks. It's the first time I run the system, and like I'm also learning the system. So
Sure, but
that's
they
not
have
always
like,
enjoyable for people.
but they have an entire. They've done all this work. They built this entire apparatus for Daggerheart.
100%.
That is
I'm with
all
you.
about.
Listen, Bree,
Here's
I'm
if you've
100% with
only
you.
played D&D. Here's how to learn this, and they're like,
Yeah.
but we couldn't possibly do it ourselves. And congrats, you just made it so no one's gonna play Daggerheart. Like,
And
you know
this is
what?
the first time Matt isn't GMing, and this is big, right?
It
Or
is.
wait, no, I guess Brennan.
No, it is huge. No.
Well, there was the 3.
Other than
episodes
Calamity,
just-
and Abria's done a little bit, and Brennan I think has done maybe another side thing. Is mostly Matt GMing. That's true, but like,
yeah.
I do think it is like, why would you make a game?
Harry.
Hi. That's the pitch is, what if you wanted to play something other than D&D, and then for your
Right.
main thing say, but
For your
that's too
D&D
complicated and too hard. So we're gonna go back to D&D. Congrats, you've just made it so you will never be able to stand up to D&D. You know?
But yeah, and I think it's unfortunately because like I'm curious how much of it is like a production decision, because like for D20 at least, Dimension 20 is the highest grossing, like it's the reason people get Dropout. It is like the number
Yes.
one watched thing on Dropout. I can imagine, and they have started experimenting with stuff, which I think is good. But they have also gotten, feedback and whatnot that people didn't like it. But they are still experimenting with things, which I think is good.
That's a boss.
But
That's a boss. That's a
to
boss.
have that be like, this is the reason people watch it, and then have a lot of your viewer base be like, oh, we don't want this. I can imagine you'd get a lot of pressure from like the corporate side of things, being like, you should just run D&D.
But like, if you are Critical Role, are you not getting pressure
Yeah.
from the corporate side of things to push your new game?
To do Daggerheart, that's the confusing part to me. Where it's
Right,
like,
this is
I
where
do.
I'm at. Where I'm like,
why?
what it makes you make this call? You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of D&D. I was thinking
Yeah.
about oh nice, that's awesome.
Ooh,
Making progress on that.
you're gonna get more health when you fill that up, I assume.
Yeah, I was thinking about because I saw a TikTok of someone posted who's like a person who talks about like different systems and stuff, and they're talking about D&D and like
Oh,
talking about
tabletop talk.
it's a thing, and they're
Is that what it's
talking
called?
about
Did I get it right?
I
'Cause it
don't-
should be a tabletop talk or a table talk.
I think it is
That's
table
just
talk.
my
I
opinion.
think it is table talk.
Okay,
I'm
great,
back here, so I can heal here. Great, awesome.
amazing. Table talk RPG. Yeah,
Table talk RPG, yeah,
is that what it is? Great.
something like that.
Anyways,
But the thing
this
that
is your Claire doesn't know social media things hour. Anyways, go on.
That's every hour, Claire.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
The thing about it that's super interesting. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm going to fight a boss. The thing about it, they were talking about how like, oh, D&D, you're supposed to play it this way. With combat, you're supposed to do like multiple combat encounters within one day or whatever, right? Like otherwise the game becomes unbalanced. Spellcasters become a lot more powerful than martial classes, because if they can refresh their spells all the time, they're always going to be stronger, right? Martial classes' whole thing is they can just go and go and go. And people were pointing out, but that's insane. You could never run it that way because combat takes so goddamn long. And they were like, yep, and that's how D&D is designed.
Okay.
And like that to me is the ultimate. That is what D&D is to me. It's a game that we've all decided.
Great reason not to run.
You have to run it. You can never run anything else. Yes, it sucks. There's all these problems with it that will never get solved. And you just have to live with that. And that's just your only option. Like, you can't play it how it's intended because it's insane no one can ever play it that way. But you also can't play anything
Even
else.
Campaign 4, they're changing some things. Like, they're changing the level up system, which is the way Brennan does it for Worlds Beyond Number, which is they plan their level ups ahead of time, and then any time during the session, a character can choose to level up during an important, like, narrative moment to unlock, like, a skill or their health, which is just like a thing that like, other games do. I think it's a great idea. Sorry, I know you're fighting a boss, so.
No, I'm trying to figure out when I can use a fucking potion.
Mm,
Oh yeah, okay.
nice, did it. But I do think like that's a homebrew thing. Oh fuck yeah! First try, let's go. Let's go.
What, like it's hard?
Easy, easy. It's not the worst game, but it is an inescapable bad game. People love to be like, no, D&D is good. If you don't play D&D and instead play a different game you made up that you call D&D. Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, even Campaign 4, they're like changing things, and it's like, well,
And like
that's
fine.
great.
Like
That's
homebrewing
not
for your
D&D.
table is great. There's like lots of things in
It's
Tender
awesome.
where I'm like homebrew it to what you want. You know, that's like very
Literally
much
me to
personal.
you, like, can I homebrew a thing? In
And I'm like,
your
yeah,
game?
whatever. You know,
Yeah.
who cares? I'm not a cop. Like, but like I do
Pretty
think
secretly a cop.
that here's the actual thing. Having run D&D now for a little bit in a home game, my
Yeah, you're a D&D
actual
expert
beef
now.
is D&D when you play a different game that you made up that you call D&D, it's still not very good. Like there are still serious problems with it.
Yeah.
Like significant things that you can't fix. Combat will take forever and be the worst experience you've ever had in your life. And without combat, the game will be boring. Also, like that is just going to be true. And if you try to mess with that too much, you'll make the game severely unbalanced. People don't do that with
Bree
other
says, "I've
RPGs,
never
not to that extent. Cause yeah. No, you're right. They don't.
Yeah. Yeah, and just not following the rules. Most of them are bad. That's unfortunate. And also, when they change, I didn't realize that D&D got a 2024 upgrade.
Yes, it did. Upgrade
but,
is strong.
Sorry, addition is what I should say.
Sorry. That's me being bitter because I think some of the changes they've made are very, very silly that make the game worse, and some of them are better. Some of them are improvements, and some of them are worse.
They are using that in
D&D's
Campaign
mechanical
4.
problems reflect its absolutely noxious worldview and play culture.
Mhm.
But that's the other thing, right? Is I was thinking about the fact that D&D is like puts value on players. There are players who are more or less valuable. If a player is not very good at the mechanical aspects of combat,
Min-maxing.
they are a less
Or not
valuable
maxing,
player.
but,
Not
maximizing
character,
resource economy.
player. They are a less valuable
Yeah.
player at the table. And there is a legitimate play that would say this player should be attacked for this or should be forced to change who they are, in this particular way. You cannot remove the rot without it ceasing to be D&D. You're absolutely right. It's trying to accommodate two vastly different playstyles, but also two vastly different worldviews, right? Because if you think about, there is the one thing, I can't go back to the shop, that's wild. If you think about that aspect of things, right, there is the aspect of it places different value on different players, but also like it considers it wholly legitimate for you to play the traditional dungeoneering way where you track, like, you have multiple encounters, it takes fucking forever, and you track, encumbrance and shit like that, and for you to ignore that entirely, and like knowing what rules you're supposed to ignore for your game is a legitimate part of being a good D&D DM, right? You need to know what rules to ignore, and like that's absurd,
Yeah.
How would someone reading the book know to not use encumbrance rules for their game?
That's especially what it was like in the early days. That skill aspect was really big in the big dungeon crawls. Yeah, and like, if I remember right, and I could always be misremembering, D&D was originally like, let's play literally an RPG, like a classic video game.
RPG video games did not exist really when D&D.
Right. So like,
no, it was not that.
Oh, wait, when was the first edition?
70s, 80s, something like that?
So arcades would have been a thing.
No, not RPGs.
No? Okay, fair enough.
I don't think when the first edition of D&D comes out,
Proto RPG.
I don't think Mario comes out, and Mario is out.
Yeah, you have some arcades. I don't know.
Yeah. No, fair.
But it is a very pen and paper sort of idea, spreadsheets before.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
D&D
Video
comes out
game
of war
RPGs
games.
come
Video game
from
RPGs come from
D&D, yeah.
D&D. Yeah, that's true.
D&D comes out of war games.
Yeah.
One thing that I will know. Oh,
Now don't you die to these nasty things, you hear?
This is the most Homer Simpson sounding person.
Now don't you die to these nasty things, you hear?
Don't you die to these nasty things, Bart! I don't do a very good Homer Simpson.
I don't know if you know of Robbie Damon, who is on
Yes.
campaign for.
I haven't actually seen him play, but I do know of him, yes.
Do you know a couple of the roles he's been in voice acting?
Vaguely? He's in a lot
There's
of...
one that he was in a game that we just played.
Which was?
He's Mephiles the Dark in Sonic.
He is? That's so funny!
Yeah.
Shoutouts.
He's also Tuxedo Mask.
That's interesting,
From
I didn't know
Sailor
that.
Moon. Yeah. But yeah, he's a notorious. He's an
A
infamous,
notorious voice actor.
notorious. He has a huge amount of credits because like when I was going through their credits, I'm like, oh, he has so much credits. I'm literally scrolling through his thing right now, and it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of
Ree
Tuxedo
is
Mask
absolutely correct, by the way, in the chat. I'm not gonna read it out because I'm playing the game, but
Sure, I'll play it. But yeah, it's wild that it's the one game people don't hold to the standard of the rules as written should be good and fun to play, and they think it's absurd to insist on that.
I just think the rules as written should be fun to play. I understand it has developed a reputation of being the game, but I don't think you can have the game that tries to both fit the most noxious tabletop culture you can ever imagine with like playing a fun game with your friends, you know? You simply can't have both.
Yeah, you can't having fun is the wrong solution. You need to be maximizing your action economy and making sure you only have the most elite players at your
And that should, as a culture, should subsist and be given as much space as the important part is having fun.
Yeah. D&D is a below replacement level activity. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. But this is why I think the Tender Sex is one of my favorite tabletop games.
Aw, jeez.
Yeah.
Aw,
The Tender
jeez.
Sex, written by one Bree.
Do my best.
It doesn't say Bree, it says Brianna. But
Do my best.
but it
I should really have more pirate
I
shit in
find
Tender Sex.
myself.
Because it doesn't have it. Bad game.
You could do it. You kind of do have it. You have sirens.
I will say, if you were to ever play a pirate version of the Tender Sex, being a siren, there's one particular siren ability that would make you extremely overpowered. And maybe I should try to adjust that at some point. Because I do think about the fact that there is a siren ability that makes you invulnerable to physical harm and gives you a tail to makes you better at swimming in water.
Oh yeah.
Well, just like that is...
Oof.
On land, it's useful because...
Sounds useless,
because it makes you
man.
more powerful. You also can't walk under your own power, and that's kind of the trade-off. But in water, you would just become invulnerable and able to swim really fast.
Yeah, that sounds sick. That sounds sick.
But don't you think it's unbalanced, Claire?
No, because then you're in water, and like if you're in a pirate game, right? Like you have to be in the water. You can't
That's
be going
true.
onto land to do the treasure hunting. You are fighting. You're not really fighting. If you're trying to get into an enemy ship, you're on the enemy ship, and now what?
Yeah,
Right?
totally.
So like I think it could be. I think it'd be actually a really, really cool way to make the siren feel really powerful in the water, and then switch that, which I think is your goal with that. At least it feels like.
Well, the goal is to give you a trade-off on land, but also
Exactly.
give you a unique thing you could be able to do. Yes.
It is, if I'm understanding right, a highlighting of people shine in certain aspects
So
of
true.
society
There's a
that are
metaphorical
not the
aspect to it.
primary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about
This is
disability,
a.
actually. I mean, it is.
Yes,
It is very
100%.
much about disability. That
It is
exact
literally
move
about
is, in fact,
disability.
very much about disability. So it does make sense.
I, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, yep, this is about disability, 100%.
Nothing in my
And
game is about disability. What are you talking about? The pixie is not a metaphor for neurodivergence at all.
again, another reason why I love this game. Like every time I'm talking about this game to people, people are very interested in the idea of like what you're doing metaphorically with mechanics.
Thanks. One day I'll finish it and release it for people to look at, probably within the next few months.
Yeah. Okay, so in baseball, there's a statistic called wins above replacement, which is like how many more games does this team win because of this player than if they had to replace him with a completely average player. That's wild. I think this should apply to activities too. If an activity is less fun than just hanging out and talking without an activity with the same group of people, it's below replacement level. That's a fun idea that I think is extremely subjective because for me, there is a lot of fun in just talking and hanging out to me, and I don't
I
know
will
if
say,
that's true.
I think that if you really break D&D, you can make it an above replacement level activity. But you really have to
If you
break it.
play
Like, I
Dungeon
think
World.
about in the home game that I'm running right now, where I'm playing it with a bunch of people who have not really played games before, who I am enjoying spending time with and playing the game with. I've had to break a lot of it, and I've had to, like, get it to a place where I'm like, we're being really flexible with things. You know, we're not trying to balance this perfectly and make it, like, a super hard challenge. Oh, damn. Damn, this guy's fucking...
Yeah,
this
well,
one
that's
seems
because
harder
game
than the
design is
last.
above replacement level.
Either I think I've lost the rhythm on this guy, because last one was
Yeah.
much easier to me.
You got this.
It's
You're
also,
not down
I'm not
for it,
coming in
huh?
with full health, is also probably a factor. Jesus! I don't know how the fuck to avoid that attack.
Yeah. Do you want
yeah,
one more
well, that's
try, or you
because
want-
game design is above replacement level. It's very true. Man.
I'll give you one more
Claire...
try and break.
Break? Okay, got it. I was just gonna ask.
You have one more try if you want, but
Let's just take a break, and we'll come back, and
all right.
we'll have fun. We'll
then
make
you'll
this an
win.
above replacement level activity.
Above replacement level, yeah.
All right. Back in a
Back.
sec.